I want to turn Pokopia's new Bubbly Basin world into an underwater mermaid Atlantis. And to do that, I want to build a massive mermaid palace in Pokopia with all of the adorable new mermaid-themed DLC. I have been grinding, trying to raise the environment levels here to the max of level 10 so that I can unlock as many new recipes from the new DLC as possible for this video. But if you're unaware, Pokemon Pokopia just released a brand new update and a new expansion pass. And with the expansion pass, you can unlock this entirely new underwater world, along with new Pokemon, furniture, and outfits. Pokemon Pokopia has been probably my favorite game released this year. I am absolutely obsessed with this game. So I was so thrilled when Nintendo reached out to me to gift me the Pokemon Pokopia expansion pass. I was gonna make a video on this anyway, so this was a really nice surprise. But let me quickly walk you through what the Bubbly Basin world looked like before I got my hands on it. This world is so beautiful right off the bat. There's coral everywhere. Some of the houses here are in ruins, or they're completely buried by sand. There's pink moss here as well, so love that. And this world is much bigger than what I'm showing you. We're just gonna be focusing on this main area here today. I genuinely had so much fun when I first arrived here, exploring all of the deep water caves and finding things like buried treasure and recipes. The new diving ability is also so much fun. The diving ability is available for all players in a free new update as well, and I just find it so satisfying to jump and swim around in this world. Now whenever I go to regular worlds, I just feel out of place or annoyed. Like I really love the underwater mechanics. But now fast forward to real time, this is where we're gonna get started with our Mermaid Atlantis journey. Many hours later, this is where I'm currently at with my world. And as you can see, a lot of this main area here is now rebuilt. There's a huge clock tower over here, and every hour on the hour it will play music and spin around. There's also this big building over here, which you actually don't really have a choice in building, but I'm glad it's there because it looks really pretty. I've also added some of the pre-made cottages around, again, just kind of trying to get my environment level up. I love the style of them. They're called the Imperial Houses and Cottages with the DLC. They're so cute. They're like pink and red and they have little seashells on them. I also uncovered this really big abandoned mansion over here. It was completely buried under sand and ocean rock, so I had to completely dig it out. And I'm working on this little bridge area over here too, which I think will look really nice leading up to the mansion. Other than that, I've just been adding small details around like seashell lights and lamps. However, my own house has been looking really sad. This is what it looks like currently. It's not even finished. I just added a door onto one of the ruined houses, and this is where I currently live. I also live here with 4 other Pokemon. It's just not gonna do for my Mermaid Atlantis, so we're gonna have to build something else. That's gonna be our plan today, but I haven't really been sure where to build it. I was thinking I could build it over here facing the other mansion. The only problem with that is the background is gonna be a little boring. Even if I clear that out, we'll just be facing the cliff in the background. I kind of would rather it be overlooking this big area. So there's a spot over here. I've already started clearing it out. If I completely flatten this area here, I'm going to be overlooking another little residential area in the back, and I think that could be really cute. Plus then we're also going to be overlooking this main spot too, so kind of just checks all of the boxes. So I'm going to just continue rolling all of this out. I'm going to need a lot of stake to do so. I do have windmills up top, so I can't flatten it completely. That's actually where my power source is going to be. There's another one over here too, so we're just going to be sort of building in between those 2 islands. Oh, this is going to take forever. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to be eating. Look at all of these blocks we have to get rid of. I'm just gonna go dump everything I have into these chests, which are like treasure chest themed. I think they're so cute. Yeah, any of this rock and sand, all of it has to go. Okay, I think we might be good. I'm just gonna clean up any of the random outliers with magnemite and obviously clean up all of these blocks. Now I need to figure out what I want to be for the base, like the bottom of the build and the flooring. In my inventory, I already have a lot of marble. From a previous build, I've got lots of this and I can always make more. But there's also this fish scale tiling. What would it look like if we used that? I think I might try and see what it looks like if we paint it pink. I have a lot of pink paint in my inventory, and I moved Smear Guru and Tink Master over into one of these cottages so that I could use them in this world. They both also learn the diving ability, which is so funny, but I'm gonna have them paint this fish scale for me. We'll paint all 10 for now. Yeah, that could be really cute for some of the flooring inside. I'm gonna start with this marble flooring and I'm gonna make it maybe starting right here. That's gonna be where we have our front door. And there's actually these new ocean doors that I want to use for this house. I know they're really big though. I'm gonna build 2 of them and I want to place them on the doorstep already just to make sure that I'm gonna have room for them and so that they're gonna be evenly spaced. I'll just add one more marble tile on that side and I want the door to be sort of centered over top of that cave there. So I'm just building out a little front space here like that. And there's also new seashell fencing. It's really cute, so I'm gonna add that as a railing leading up to the front door. I'm gonna go back to Smear Guru because I know I want to paint my stairs pink. I have these concrete steps which I've been using pretty much everywhere and I wouldn't mind changing all of them over to pink eventually. So I have my little pink stairs. I'm gonna place them right here at the front. I think eventually a big bridge like leading to the other side here could also be fun. We're going to have to close this in here so the door will be functional. So I'm just placing a little marble slab right there. And I'm also gonna put 2 on the edges of the stairs just to kind of close that part off. I also have these extravagant pillars. I feel like they would look really good right here. And then we could have a balcony above them maybe. Like up top here above the door, we could have a big balcony over that. So I'm gonna have to make some more pillars. I wouldn't be surprised if we have to go to a dream island at some point to get more materials, but these are gonna go right here at the front. I just need them to pretty much be the height of the door, so I'll bring them up by maybe 3. Honestly, could even be less than that. Like this could be where the top part goes here. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna keep going with the rest of the shape of this thing, and I'm counting how many tiles that I'm using so that I can do the same thing on the other side. I think I have a little more space on the other side, so I'm gonna have to clear out even more of this rock. So let me just do that really quick. Now I can just bring this back and connect the other side. So just bringing that all the way along the back. I'm definitely gonna have to go and make some more marble after this, unless you happen to have some. Okay, no, we're good. So that's going to be the base. Now I can fill some of this in with flooring. So I'm probably gonna go make more of the fish scale tile. I have tons of clay, so this is gonna be perfect. Now, where the heck is Smear Guru? Honestly, I thought bringing them to this world would make my life easier, but I am still constantly tracking them down. He's in here. I'm gonna have him paint this for me. Don't look at the monstrosity of a house that he's currently living in. I really just needed to up the environment level, okay? We are also gonna need some more pink paint from you. Thank you. Just keep it coming. Run me a tab. Ooh, look at it over here so far though. I'm excited. Okay, I hope I've made enough. Something tells me I definitely haven't though. So I'll just fill in all of my flooring. Yep, I definitely don't even have close to enough. I actually have another crafting table in my inventory. I'm gonna add that so I can craft things nearby, but Smear Guru, let me make like 100 of these. I am gonna need your help over here, brother. Follow me. It's annoying because Smear Guru and Tink Master can't swim, so they have to just follow you on the ground and they get lost really easily here, especially when you're trying to build. So hopefully he can just stick around and just stay close for when I need you again. Okay, now hopefully we should be able to finish this no problem. Oh my gosh, I love the Magnemite ability, but sometimes I just make my life more difficult when I use it. Okay, we have the last little bit here. And okay, our flooring is finally done. I think I want to have more column details out front. So I'm just gonna match the height of them to the columns that I already made. So these ones are gonna be 3 pillars up and then we'll top them off with this like upper part. So it's gonna look like that. Okay, cool. Now I need to figure out what material I want my walls to be. I think I might actually use cloth wall for the exterior walls. I painted it pink already and it's pretty cheap to make. All you need to make it is twine. And I don't want to use any of my other like stone materials or anything like that right now. So I'm gonna just paint all of this and hope it works. I hope it looks good. Let's see. Okay, I think that's gonna work out. I also really like these stately walls, but they are expensive. They do require gold ingots and I don't have a whole lot of those. So I'll just make a few. I'll make 50 of them for now and I'll just put them on the corners and anywhere I want a little extra detail. I'm also considering painting some marble pink. I'm using so much pink paint already and it's so early in the build. But like how cute are these tiles? I think I'll add them on like maybe the sides here like this. And then we can also fill the corners of each wall in in with that pink marble that I made. Smear Guru fighting for their life trying to keep up with me. Okay, yeah, that is gonna look so pretty. So I guess I can go in on each of the corners and add those little detailed pieces that I made. Then we'll follow up with the 2 pink marble and the detailed piece on top. All right, the rest of these spots now can just be filled in with the pink linen. I have a lot more twine at my home base if I have to go and get it, but keep in mind we're also going to be filling some of these spots in with windows eventually. Maybe I'll start leaving gaps for said windows so I know exactly how many I need. Ooh, but maybe that part would look pretty down at the bottom too. Like if we replace this down here like that, so it's like a little bit of a trim. Do we want to make this sash windows? Those are my favorite, but they do require Pokemetal, and although I do have quite a bit, I don't know if I want to use that much. The other option is just like the glass windows. I have so much glass, and lumber is always pretty easy to get. Maybe I'll make some of them and we can compare. The thing is, I would also want to paint these, where I'd be fine leaving the sash windows white. Let's see, I'll add in one of the sash windows on one side. That can just go right in there. Okay, that does look pretty cute. And then this is what the glass windows would look like, but they would be pink. I think we got to do the sash windows. Maybe I could do a combination, like some windows can use these glass windows here. Let's try that for now. So I'm adding big glass windows on this part of the build. And yeah, we're getting this trim all the way around. I don't care how expensive it is. If I have to go mining, I will. However, it's only going to be facing the front. For the rest of it, all marble. Maybe eventually when I get more gold, I can fill in those like detailed tiles in the back, but for now, all marble. No fancy trim, straight up marble and cloth all the way in the back. This house is a catfish. I'm also gonna start adding marble up top for the balcony, since I already know that's gonna go over top of these pillars. And for the balcony, I'm just gonna fill it in with marble flooring. I have tons of this stuff, so may as well use it. Okay, so far so good. Up on the balcony, I am gonna add some of the mermaid fencing, I think, because obviously it's a mermaid palace. And actually we are going to be having a second floor, so I think I have to place some more pillars right here. I can't make it too tall because we are going to be peeking out of the water, and I don't necessarily want that. I still have to add my roofing, and we are cutting it close. The rest of the world is right up here. Maybe we'll be okay. Maybe height-wise it'll just peek out a tiny bit, and I'm okay with that. I'm gonna finish off the rest of the outside walls with the cloth. And yeah, we definitely need to make some more. I need to go back to my home in Withered Wasteland to grab twine and more pink paint. I have tons of the Pesha berries here. These are the trees that I started with, so I'm just gonna grab a bunch of them. And from my inventory area, I'm just gonna grab all of the twine that I have. We'll go back over to the Sharknado guy. I don't know his actual name, but I feel like it's something similar to Sharknado. Where the heck is he with my pink paint tab? Sharpedo. Okay, I was close. Okay, they're gonna start working on that. I got some more pink paint. Back to the house we go. I eventually want to make like the cave look even better down here too. I've got big plans for this world. This is hands down my favorite world in Pokopia. Like, I'm obsessed. I can't stop building here. I have more cloth wool made, and now we can continue these walls. My pink cloth walls are all added. Now I'm working on adding the second floor, and I don't think it's going to be all the way over. I'm gonna do like a smaller second floor up top, so we can fill all of this part in as ceiling, and then I think I'll roof this side before attempting to build the second floor. For the roofing, we got this new scaled roof type, which is super cute, but it does require brick. Luckily, I have been farming bricks. I have more in my inventory, so I'm gonna make as many of these as possible. I think I'll start with 100 of the sloped roof. I'm trying to think about if I'll have enough pink paint to paint all of the roofing. I mean, once we do the roofing, we're gonna be done with painting things pink, I think, I hope. So let's just do it. I guess I may as well craft my corner pieces here now too. I don't think I'll need that many of them. Same as the inner corner ones, and I am gonna need the upper like flat part too, which I think I'll need the most of these, so I'll make about 60 for now. All right, I like to start when I'm roofing in Pokopia with my corners, because then it's so much easier to just fill in the rest of the spaces. So now we just have to bring this all the way along to the back. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna run out for sure. I'm also realizing this part might look a little awkward. I'm gonna try and see how it looks. Actually, you know what? It might be okay. If we top it off with that like flat roof piece, which I forgot to paint, then I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna do the other side before I go and get the paint done. I'm trying with these Pokopia builds to leave in the entire process, because I am not perfect at building in this game. I'm still learning just like everybody else. And if you also like to build in Pokopia, Pokopia, you know the struggle of making mistakes and like the going back and forth when you do make said mistakes. Like right now I'm realizing my ceiling on the other side could have been so much taller. So I'm gonna have to go in and fix that too. Like all of this down here is wasted space. I'm gonna have to go get it from the bottom. Oh my goodness. The constant eating food, the constant having to fix things with Magnemite. This is all part of the process. Okay, I got the rest of my roofing painted. I'm gonna go in and fill all of this in now. So that'll be this side all finished. Now we can finish the other side. I need to make a little bit more of the flat roofing. I am so happy they decided to let Smear Guru and Tankmaster come to this world. Imagine you had to go back and forth every time you needed something painted. Everything would be default. I wouldn't paint a thing. All right, after this, we're gonna be finished with this side of the roofing. Then I can finish the second floor. But that's how it's looking with the roofing all done on both sides. I'm adding more of the pillars on the balcony, and then that's gonna just hold up our roofing like this, and we won't hit above the water. So the roofing is just gonna be hanging over. So it'll look something like that. I'm gonna make 2 more of the ocean doors, and then those are gonna go right here leading into the second floor. Now I'm going in and adding the fancy detailed pieces with the pink marble, which unfortunately we are gonna have to make more of. I've left room again here for my windows, and I just need to finish making all of the walls around with the plaster. I am running seriously low on pink paint, so this top little bit is just going to have to be marble. I think now I just have to roof the top part, and then we're gonna be done with the main building. Look how close we got to the top. We are really pushing the height limit here. It's pretty much all the way up to the surface. I mean, technically I could keep building on top of it, but this is an underwater world. Our palace has to be submerged. I'm so close. I have a little bit more left for the roofing. So back to the crafting table and back to Withered Wasteland to get more pasha berries. Oh my gosh, thank goodness I had so many more berries in the fridge. We almost had to go to a dreamland because I didn't have enough pink berries, but we're good. Honestly, if we make it through this entire thing without having to go to a dreamland, I'm gonna be pretty impressed. I spent a long time gathering materials for this video, so I'll be pretty proud if we don't have to go. Sharknado is really keeping this dream alive today. More berries for you, please. Thank you. All right, let's finish this. Please, please let these be the final roofing pieces I have to place today. Now I just have to place the ceiling. I've been using the cloth blocks for this because I'm almost out of marble, and now I just have to fill in the top. Oh my gosh, I can see the light. The end is near, please. No, that's okay. We only need to make a few more. I made 40 pink roofing pieces. That should be enough, and that was the last of my paint until Sharknado is done with more. So I think we'll be fine. We're coming up on the last piece, and there we go. Our roofing is done. Finally. Now I'm just gonna go in and add any of the glass windows that I have left, which I fear is not really that many, but I do want to make sure we've got some windows here in the back at least. Oh my gosh, I just found out that Croconaw can also crush paint. What an efficient little submarine. You're gonna have to make me some paint too. I just grabbed what I could from Shark Pedo. That way I can come back and paint the rest of my windows. Okay, so with the roofing done, this is what the outside is looking like with no added details or anything, and it is looking so good. It's so pretty. This is way bigger than anything I've ever built in Pokopia, and we're not done here. I want to go in and add some details now. There are these new lamp lights which look so pretty, and they add just a natural light without electricity. I'm gonna add these onto the balcony. Like, obviously gorge. I'll probably make even more of those. We can add those pretty much everywhere, but I'm also gonna go in and add these seashell lights. None of these are probably gonna work yet. I'm gonna have to set up all of the electricity and stuff, but they definitely match the theme, so I'm gonna add quite a few of those too. Ooh, these ones might work over here already. Beautiful. None of the electricity is too far away either, since I already have all of my windmills built. I'm also gonna craft some dangling street lights. I've been using a few of these all over my world. I can put them right outside near the pillars, and on the inside I'm gonna hang the lampions right near the windows, so you're gonna be able to see them from the outside too. This is also gonna save me from having to add too much electrical work, which I hate doing in Pokopia. I'm also gonna come down here and replace all of the stone on the ground with grass. This is kind of tedious, but I feel like it just makes everything look so much cleaner. Like, even just that is such a big improvement. I'm gonna steal some extra flowers and coral coral so I can use that to decorate because I currently don't have any in my inventory. But there's a lot of coral all over the world, so I'm just gonna grab some and use it for my house instead. So just placing all that landscaping out here, may as well also make a couple habitats while we're at it. Okay, this is officially the outside of my mermaid mansion for now. I'm in love with it. I feel like it looks so pretty. It's massive. I love how it's like overlooking this city area, and once I start building more around here, it's gonna look even better. There it is facing the other big building. Like those two together look so cute. And I feel like now I need something going on right in the middle. Like I need something where all of those cave blocks are right now. So if you guys have any ideas for that, let me know. I do want to furnish the interior. However, I am running into an issue. I think I made this build too big. It didn't register as a house yet. Like I have habitats around, but it's not registering as a proper house. And apparently you have to keep it within a 10 by 10 or 11 by 12 block size limit. So what I'm doing to solve this problem is I'm shrinking it by making a floor plan. I'm not gonna go in and delete all of the tiles that I made. That would be insane. What I am gonna do instead is go in and like cut it in half. So you can see what I'm sort of doing. Like that's gonna be a separate room. Maybe that can be a bathroom. This could be a separate room back here too, but if I close it off, I don't think it'll register as a house. And I'm gonna have to do that for the bottom floor too. I don't think I'm gonna bother putting stairs on here because you can just like float from one place to another. And only underwater Pokemon would be here anyway. And all of the Pokemon that live here can swim, except for Smeargrew and Tinkmaster, but they can just stay put. So for now, I'm gonna try and make some fun walls for the wallpaper. We have this one with a vine print and it also uses twine, my favorite thing. Or there's this flower one. This could be really pretty too. And then I wouldn't have to paint it. So you know what? We're gonna do some floral print wallpaper. And I was also looking at this confectionery wall. That could make for some fun wallpaper too. And there's this broken tiling wall, which I always thought was really pretty. I'm gonna make some of this too. For extra flooring options, I'm also gonna make some vibrant glossy tiling. And I'm gonna make some more marble just in case all of that looks terrible. So yeah, down here, I think we're gonna have to split this entire room in half like this. And we could even add doors over on the other wall to turn that into its own separate house. So these are technically going to end up kind of like mermaid apartments. If I section this off, that should work over there as a house. Yep, okay, so we have one right here. Then if I craft a few more doors and I place them over here, then we might have a whole mermaid neighborhood. In order to register as a house in Pokopia, you have to have doors and 4 walls closing it in. So the way that I built it was never going to work in the first place, but that's okay. Now even more Pokemon than I ever thought could live here. Let's see, if this lights up, then that's gonna register. But I don't think it is because of this bump out. Let me see if I add that there. There we go. Okay, that registered there as a house. My goodness, this is complicated. Okay, this changes my plan a little bit for furnishing. I didn't expect to have a side door over here, so I'm gonna have to clear out even more of this to build that. Ooh, the confectionery wallpaper does look kind of cute in here though. Maybe for like one wall. I don't think I'm gonna make the entire thing look like that. This means we're also gonna need a door back here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm thinking what we can do is furnish one of the bedrooms in here, or I guess one of the homes, because I did want to show you guys some of the really cute new items that came with this DLC. Like this super cute shell couch, for example. There's also this shell vanity, which is so cute. There's this marine table, which has like little seashells in it. I think I'm gonna add a heart lamp on there. Ooh, there's also this underwater themed rug. These decorative cloths, which I think I'm gonna put above my bed. Ooh, and of course there's a matching dresser. I have some other things in here that I think would match, like this couch. There's also little matching chairs. I have this giant harp, which is pretty. I think I could put that maybe in this corner. And I think these columns would actually look really pretty as interior decor too. So I'm gonna go ahead and add all of these in the corners of this bedroom. Yeah, those definitely added a little bit of elegance to the room. These lamps are not where they're supposed to be. There we go, that's better. Okay, so for now, this is my mermaid bedroom. This is as far as I can go with it because I'm running out of the shiny pearls, which I need to craft a lot of this furniture, but like how cute is this stuff? I can't wait to finish the rest of the house. If you guys want to see the continuation of me building this world or this house, let me know. I always have a hard time gauging if you guys like the Pokopia content. I have a lot of fun making it, so let me know if you want to see more. before. All I have to do now is grab the Ditto flag, and I'm gonna place it somewhere on my balcony. I think I'll put it right here. There we go. Now this is officially my new home, my mermaid palace, all to myself. This is such an upgrade from the other one. Maybe eventually I can move the other Pokemon in here too. But that's how I have been renovating my Bubbly Basin world in Pokemon Pokopia. Let me know anything you think I should add in this world. And if you guys like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.